in the first half. She didn't have a field goal in the second half, but went 4 of 6 from the field in the first half, finished the game with 19 points by going 11 of 12 from the free throw line. She also pulled down 6 rebounds. So the junior Brindley Bullock leading St. Mary's and the victorious head coach Fred King to the Class A state championship, their first state title in 36 years, as St. Mary's wins by 10, the final 45-35. We'll set the stage for our next contest and the contest that will follow later this evening as Metro News coverage of the WVSSAC Girls Basketball State Championships continues.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Sunshine, open roads, and a new Toyota from Dan Calva Toyota World. Lease an all-new Camry for as low as $398 a month. All new Tundras now up to $8,000 off. All new Tacomas now up to $4,500 off or lease as low as $399 a month. $7,500 off the new BZ or 0% financing for 72 months. We've got a Toyota for you at Dan Calva Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
When I was heavy, being on my feet all day seemed like torture. Makes you feel defeated. I'm just gonna be like this for the rest of my life. But then I thought, I'm done acting like that. I'm not gonna be like that anymore. Bariatric surgery at WVU Medicine helped me lose 265 pounds. It's always been my goal to have my own place. I want everyone to feel welcome here. I would never have been able to do all these things before without WVU Medicine.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
The teams from James Monroe and Williamstown have taken the court for the Class AA state championship game at the WVSSAC Girls Basketball Tournament. And we've got a pair of games to bring you in the evening session as well. But let's focus on this Class AA contest, the only one of the 4 championship games that is a number 1 versus number 2 matchup. And the top seeds are led by a first-year head coach in Sherry Helvey. But we'll talk about number 2, Williamstown first. The Yellow Jackets, with an interesting route to get to this championship game, they were tested by Philip Barber in their quarterfinal contest. Philip Barber made a late rally in that game before Williamstown was able to hold off the Colts, winning by the final of 53-51. So Williamstown able to survive that game, get a day of rest, and then they came back for the semifinal against a Region 1 rival in the Wheeling Central Catholic Maroon Knights. And Central Catholic was able to jump out to a 9-point halftime lead. They scored 40 first-half points, but whatever adjustments were made in the locker room at halftime by head coach Danny Bunch and the rest of the Williamstown coaching staff, they worked because the Yellow Jackets allowed just 6 points in the second half. They got their offense well in gear and were able to see this one out, winning by the final of 53-42. So that's the route that the Williamstown Yellow Jackets took to get to this state championship game against James Monroe. James Monroe throughout the year was the number 1 team ranked in the statewide coaches poll, and well deserved. Only 1 loss on the year, and they are unbeaten against teams in their class. The Mavericks opening up their state tournament run in the quarterfinal round with a victory over Lincoln, in which they won by the final of 68-33. And then in the semifinal round on Friday morning, the Mavericks were able to defeat Wyoming East, a Region 3 rival, by the final of 49-40. That's their 3rd victory of the season over the Wyoming East Warriors. So James Monroe able to play their way to the championship game with just 1 loss on their resume this season. So we're looking forward to a great Class AA state championship contest coming your way in just a matter of moments. We will talk more about this matchup as our pregame show continues after this.
You want to know what West Virginia is talking about?
It's good to be back in Morgantown today.
Now it's different.
I think it's mostly just business.
What I voted for and what I think makes the most sense.
Well, Dave, this has been a bit of a controversy.
I want to thank the caller last week that said I sounded like Hoppy Kirchhoff. That was flattering.
Join Dave Wilson and TJ Meadows Monday through Friday for Talk Line on Metro News Television.
Longer days, warmer drives, and better deals at Dan Cava GMC. Hit the road in one of our new luxury GMC Acadias. Take your pick from our massive selection. Now up to $5,500 off select new Acadias and 3.9% for 60 months. The great deals continue with our large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. All this and more at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world.
On the next State of Minds.
I came here to Morgantown, the WVU. I wanted to play football. Tried to walk on, but I was humbled very quickly. So I joined the WVU forestry team. What my father taught me was the importance of hard work and the importance of sweat equity.
Welcome back to the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center, getting you set for coverage of the Class AA Girls Basketball State Championship game between James Monroe and Williamstown. We welcome Greg Carey into the conversation. And Greg, let's talk about the games that we've got coming up in the evening session in both Class AAA and Class Quad A. Take a look at the AAA contest in which East team will reign supreme. We have Greenbrier East, the #1 seed. We also have the #7 seed in East Fairmont. The Bees with a very difficult route to get to this point. They defeated not only the #2 seed in Spring Valley in the quarterfinal round, 54-52, but they were able to last night knock off the #3 seed in Nitro by the final of 52-44, a Nitro team that had advanced to championship Saturday in consecutive seasons. But the Bees, unbeaten in Big Ten conference play and now playing on the state's biggest stage.
Yeah, a popular phrase from coaches and players alike at this time of the year is we like to think we're playing our best basketball. I think that's really does apply to East Fairmont, and I think the main reason it applies is because this is a team that is as close to full strength as what it's been throughout the season. They were missing numerous key pieces of their rotation for large stretches of both January and February. And you just look at, you mentioned the path that they've taken in the state tournament, a victory over last year's 4A champion in Spring Valley, a victory over a Nitro program that's played in each of the last 2 AAA state finals, winning one of those 2 games. So this would be about as impressive and difficult of a challenge to conquer in Charleston that we've seen in quite some time if the Bees are able to finish off the task tonight. But we know it's going to be a very tall task against an unbeaten Greenbrier East team.
How about those Spartans? They are undefeated on the season with seeking their second perfect season in program history. The last time they did so was the last time they won a state championship. And the Spartans have a little bit of everything. They have a post player in Hannah Fuller that you see there. They also have some dynamic guards where they have a Workman and Kennedy Stewart. They've got a very balanced lineup 1 through 5.
They do, and this is a team, much like East Fairmont, that feels they can beat you with both its offense and its defense. It's got strong perimeter play and 2 tremendously talented guards in Ava Workman and Kennedy Stewart, and really girls that can score at any time they have their hands on the ball. And we saw Workman play a little bit better in the semifinal round despite battling some foul trouble. Kennedy Stewart was her usual steady self. But, you know, McKenna McClure, we've seen some highlights here, and Hannah Fuller, this is a very well-rounded team. And I think one thing that's going to be interesting in this matchup tonight is both teams like to press, both teams like to trap. Look at that turnover number, because whatever number rules out there and whatever team can maybe generate a little bit more offense from the defense, that's going to go a long way toward determining the outcome.
victories over Hampshire and Kaiser to get to this point for Greenbrier East. How about the Class Quad A game coming up tonight at approximately 7:30? A couple of teams that know each other very well. It is always exciting and entertaining when Parkersburg and Parkersburg South find each other, and they have in this one Parkersburg South defeating Martinsburg in their quarterfinal opener, and then they come around last night and defeat the top-seeded and one-loss George Washington Patriots by the final of 51-43.
Yeah, and what an impressive job on the part of Parkersburg South. Been playing in this tournament with 3 freshmen amongst its starting 5. So, kudos to Ed Davis for really having his girls rise to the occasion on a big stage. And for some of them, many of them that are a piece of this rotation, this is the first time that they've played on this stage. But Parkersburg South, as you mentioned, very battle-tested. They have 2 close regular season wins against Parkersburg, so they certainly shouldn't be lacking confidence. And yesterday, they scored the final 6 points of regulation in about the last 90 seconds to get that game into overtime. And they're ultimately able to eliminate George Washington. A lot of people perhaps surprised at this run from Parkersburg South. I don't think that head coach Ed Davis is one. He said time and time again that if and when this run ends without a state championship, he thinks it's just a matter of they got beat and didn't play as well as their opponent on that day, and doesn't have anything to do with necessarily a lack of experience or the team's abundance of youth.
Now, Parkersburg has 2 losses against South so far this season. They're looking to avenge both of those on the state's biggest stage. Parkersburg's route to the championship, they went through a pair of Morgantown City schools. They knocked off University, needed overtime to do so, but Parkersburg winning their quarterfinal contest by the final of 71-70. And then last night, in the last of the Class Quad A semifinal games, Parkersburg able to hold off a stern challenge from the Morgantown Mohegans as PHS won by the final of 56-51.
Yeah, they got everything they can handle in both games. You mentioned going back to that quarterfinal round. Looked like it might be a fairly comfortable victory, and then all of a sudden, University comes back from a 13-point fourth quarter deficit, was within 1 point and one play of really winning that game. Maybe there was a little bit of a benefit there for the Big Reds being extremely battle-tested, but they're able to respond. The next night they come back. They're in another tight contest with Morgantown. We see this floater here down the stretch from Lauren Flanagan. That went a long way in helping Parkersburg seal the win. But really it's been a mixture of the inside and outside play. Flanagan and Francis Geis are really explosive guards, and then Kennedy Porter consistently dominating on the interior gives Parkersburg a big edge. I expect this to be much like the regular season contest. Not saying the outcome will play out similar, but I do think it'll be a very close game. And you look at those 2 regular season matchups decided by a total of 7 points.
Yeah, interestingly enough, 3 of the 4 championship games we'll see today are regular season rematches. The one we're about to see, James Monroe and Williamstown, is not one of those. Of the 4 teams that are going to take the court tonight, with East Fairmont, Greenbrier East, Parkersburg South, and Parkersburg, which one probably has the least amount of pressure? You might think that maybe the Bees are playing with a little bit of house money since they're the number 7 seed and have already pulled 2 upsets to get to this point.
And I would say it's East Fairmont, not even necessarily because of the seed, but I think maybe even more so because of the opponent. You're playing an undefeated team that has carried a lot of that weight on their shoulders, and credit to Greenbrier East because they've been successful in doing so. But I think outside of Fairmont, outside of that locker room, you're not going to have a whole lot of neutral people that would expect the Bees to win that game. But I do think it'll be a competitive contest. East Fairmont is very proficient on the perimeter. They like to trap. They can force a lot of turnovers. And if they can take Greenbrier East out of their game a little bit and hang around, build some confidence, I think that could go a long way towards James Beckman's club. But you're right. We've seen this East Fairmont program under Beckman here in years past with better seeds. They've never been on this stage. So kind of unique that being a 7 seed and having to go through that gauntlet of both Spring Valley and Nitro has led them to being ending their season on Championship Saturday.
One quick word on the Quad A game. Kennedy Porter, 24 points, 24 rebounds against University, 14-14 in the semifinal win against Morgantown. If you're South head coach Ed Davis, you need to hold Porter to what?
Well, I think more so even than the point total, I'm looking at the rebounding total. This Parkersburg South team doesn't have an abundance of size. It's one of the unique things about them. When they warm up, it almost looks like every player is pretty similar in height, with a guard to the center. So I think if you can keep Porter under that 15 rebound mark, and particularly those offensive rebounds, that's where she really makes her hay. A lot of times just kind of able to seal her opponent, get the position, and follow up a missed shot from a teammate with an easy basket. So a double-double is acceptable if you're Parkersburg South, but it can't be in that 20-20 range.
We'll get you set for the Class AA final coming up next.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Hey everybody, Tony Caridi here.
And Brad Howe. Tony, why the platform shoes?
Well, Brad, it's called Committing to the Groove. We're bringing back the retro vibes with Gomart.
Then hand me those oversized sunglasses because it's time to strut into deals on fuel, snacks, and more at your favorite Gomart.
All year, watch for Vinyl Value Days, Road to Rewards, and some far-out contests.
So go for good times.
Go for good vibes.
And go to Gomart.
Grab the Gomart app to find a location near you. Stay groovy, baby.
Hardwood Heat meets the Mountain State in Charleston. The 2026 West Virginia Girls High School Basketball State Championships, presented by Chick-fil-A. Saturday, March 14th. Every possession, every roar of the crowd, every championship moment live on Metro News Television, powered by Gomart. Watch on mobile, Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, LG TV, and select Samsung Smart TVs. Details at WVMetroNewsTV.com to get in the action.
Well, at the Thrasher Group, we built a firm that reflects the character of the Appalachian region. Resilient and resourceful. We have a strong, adaptable team of professionals who understand what it takes to get things done here. It's not just about the technical work, but it's the relationships, the funding strategies, and the problem solving. We live here, we work here, and we care about seeing this region thrive. And that's what drives everything we do at the Thrasher Group.
James Monroe and Williamstown set to take the court in the Class AA State Championship game as we welcome you back to the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. Joe Mercado and Greg Carey. Let's take a look at the keys to victory in this Class AA State Championship game. Those keys brought to you by Thrasher. And handling James Monroe's pressure is obviously key for Williamstown. Quinn Bunch, a dynamic guard for Williamstown, has been able to do that against a lot of opponents this year.
She has, and this may be the toughest test that she faces yet. Quinn Bunch is a little bit undersized, but she's very good ball handler, a tremendous shooter. She's pretty much comfortable shooting that thing anytime she gets it across half court. So she's going to certainly need some help from her teammates, but she will undoubtedly be the catalyst in charge with ensuring that the Yellow Jackets minimize those turnovers.
A couple more keys, and I mentioned earlier Williamstown allowing just 6 points after halftime. I asked their head coach Danny Bunch about what the pregame or what the halftime speech was like yesterday, and he just basically said, well, we may have to break that out again at halftime. And bench energy from James Monroe. If you watch them, they get a lot of excitement from their bench players and their first-year head coach in Sherry Helvey. Pretty animated on the sideline throughout the course of most games.
Yeah, and she's comfortable going upwards of 9 and 10 deep. And you go back to yesterday in the Mavericks semifinal win against Wyoming East, a 17-3 advantage in bench points. They won that game by 19. They were plus 14 with the reserve scoring, so it was certainly a big factor. And I think James Monroe, as Helvey said yesterday, that she feels like she's got multiple players off that bench that would start on just about any other team in the state, regardless of class. So the Mavericks, through their pressure, they like to wear down opponents, and they feel like they can go a little bit deeper and have the fresher legs down the stretch.
Williamstown and James Monroe set to take the stage. We now bring you the introduction of the starting lineups for today's Class AA State Championship game.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center for the 2026 West Virginia High School Girls Basketball Championships, presented by Chick-fil-A. The WVSSAC reminds you that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned when proper respect is accorded to all. So please let your good sportsmanship show during today's game. This is the AA Championship contest between the Williamstown Yellow Jackets and the James Monroe Mavericks. And now for the introduction of the teams. Williamstown's head coach, Danny Bunch, will meet at center court with James Monroe's head coach, Sherry Helvey. Williamstown's assistant coaches, Beth Reck and Ben Reinhardt, will meet at center court with James Monroe's assistant coaches, Christine Dunlap and Merv Griffith. And now with the support staff for Williamstown, Jamie Deerian, Caroline Emerson, and Lexi Gant. Meet at center court with James Monroe's support staff, Georgia Stutz. And now for your players. Williamstown's number 2, Michaela Bandy, will meet at center court with James Monroe's number 30, Lizzie Smith. Number 12, Addison Woodburn, will meet at center court with number 3, Asia Carter. Number 13, Aaliyah Phelps, will meet at half court with number 1, Shylin Eggleston. Williamstown's number 21, Maggie Johnson, will meet at center court with James Monroe's number 14, Grayson Johnson. Number 23, Reese Boone, will meet at center court with number 4, Trinity Hill. Number 24, Alina Johnson, will meet at center court with number 12, Riley Jackson, who will wait there for number 32, Chloe Mulligan, number 33, Kyla Meyer, number 44, Peyton Woodburn, and number 55, Kaylee Rafferty of Williamstown. And now for the starting lineups for this game. For the Yellow Jackets, a 5'2" junior, number 3, Quinn Bunch, will meet at center court with the Lady Mavericks, 6'1" freshman number 13, Lydia Dunlap. We have a 5'4" senior number 5, Anna Cosner, will meet with a 5'8" sophomore number 11, Monica Moore. A 5'10" junior number 10, Gracie Montgomery, will meet with 5'5" sophomore number 10, Peyton Griffith. A 5'7" freshman number 14, Maggie Fry, will meet with a 5'6" sophomore number 5, Kendall Long. And a 5'10" senior number 30, Arissa Burt, will meet at center court with a 6' junior number 0, Mya Dunlap.
Metro News Sports and the SSAC are proud to bring you the high school basketball championships presented by Chick-fil-A. It's the Class AA title. Number 1, James Monroe taking on the Williamstown Yellow Jackets this afternoon for AA supremacy. Good afternoon. Welcome inside the Charleston Coliseum. Dave Wilson along with Fred Persinger, who's witnessed all 50 girls basketball state tournaments. And Fred, we've got a good one in Class AA. James Monroe, been the best team in AA all year.
I have no doubt about it. Sherry Helvey is her name now. She was Sherry Walker when she played here in Charleston on this floor. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful tournament. And today's schedule, Dave, is filled with great games.
St. Mary's won the single A championship already today. 2 more coming up tonight. The AA tip-off is next.
Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club.
I need a little ranch, step to the ranch.
Spicy, grilled, original, all ranched up. Candied bacon, a buttermilk ranch bun, pickled jalapenos, and pepper jack cheese with a kick. Available for a limited time. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia.
where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
Antero Resources presents the starting lineups. West Virginia's top natural gas producer. Williamstown Yellow Jackets. A couple of these girls, Fred, played in a state championship game 2 years ago, including Quinn Bunch and Arissa Burt. They would like to avenge that loss. And, of course, James Monroe, Mya and Lydia Dunlap, a couple of players you're going to hear a lot from this afternoon.
Yeah, when you look at the young lady, Quinn Bunch, that is the daughter of head coach Danny Bunch. And he told me earlier today, I talked with him over at the hotel, he said she still hasn't performed the way I know she can, so maybe this is her day. And then, boy, you can't say too much that's not bad about the Dunlap girls because they are very, very talented.
James Monroe wins the tip, takes the basketball, top of the key. Long works it down the left side, work it into the far corner. That's Monica Moore. James Monroe looking to get it inside to one of the Dunlaps, and Williamstown will get the steal. There's Quinn Bunch, the active junior guard. Now the Yellow Jackets go to work. Gracie Montgomery, a junior, on the left wing. Bunch will direct the offense.
The key, I think, is the young lady right now that has the ball for Williamstown. Arissa Burt, she has got a job inside against the taller trees of James Monroe. So we'll see how Arissa does down on that low block.
Straightaway three, top of the key, rims out from Montgomery. And Cosner able to square the rebound for James Monroe.
Light pressure by the Yellow Jackets. Very close to that timeline. Getting the ball into the front court.
Moore off the left elbow, brings it to the near side. They work it into Dunlap. Now back outside it goes. Try to shovel a pass back to Dunlap. Wasn't ready for it. Lydia able to track it down. Lydia takes it down off the right block. Back shot good.
Got the nice soft touch off the glass. I thought it was going to be a little too strong. But Lydia Dunlap, she knows how to score when she gets down low inside.
The pressure going to force a turnover on the inbounds pass. Went off the thigh of Quinn Bunch, out of bounds on the baseline. Danny Bunch, the head coach for Williamstown in his 5th season, leading the Yellow Jackets girls basketball team. Swinging around the outside. Mya Dunlap, three, got it. Here come the Yellow Jackets back up the floor. Get it to Fry. Fry takes it into the corner. Now she's in a little trouble, bounces out to the wing. Off the left side, Montgomery in the lane. Wild contested shot, nowhere close. We've got Mya Dunlap, she goes 6 feet. Lydia Dunlap, they give her an inch more at 6'1". That is a lot to deal with down the inside. Offensive foul call. Monica Moore, the sophomore, picks up the foul for James Monroe. Sherry Helvey, the head coach for James Monroe.
Well, she's been around this game, loves this game. First year as the head coach of the Mavericks, and what a job she has done with these young ladies.
5-0. Mavericks out to the early lead, just underway. Yellow Jackets try to work it inside. Now back out top of the key for Montgomery. Bunch puts it on the floor, left hand, drive, scoop with the left hand and score.
That will make Danny happy because he says that's the type of player she's been all year long. Driving to the basket, she has zero problem with it.
Leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets, averaging 18 a game. Gets on the board first here, 5-2 first quarter. Kendall Long bounces to Moore on the left elbow. A cutting Dunlap on the inside foul.
You will not see a much better pass than that. And here's Quinn Bunch driving to the basket, using the left hand from the left side to finish. Went in against Dunlap, but no problem.
Arissa Burt whistled for the foul, her first. Team's first.
How about the pass from Monica Moore? Down inside and nice.
Dunlap picks up the first of 2 free throws. Lydia nicknamed the human lid. I like it. There's a reason for that. That's that defense down the inside.
Well, she's had a great tournament.
Second free throw up and good. Inbounds pass rolls out of bounds.
And in that semifinal win for James Monroe over Wyoming East, Lydia Dunlap had 12 points, 12 rebounds, double-double. That's how important she is to Sherry Helvey's ball club.
Sinks a couple of free throws, and she has the Mavericks up by 5, 7-2 early. Quinn Bunch, drive down, step back, three from the right side, off the front of the iron. Rebound tipped and pulled in by James Monroe. Grayson Johnson has checked into the game for the Mavericks. Dunlap out on the right wing. That's Mya Dunlap. Up to the top of the key and bounce it to Lydia on the left wing. She stepped back. Long two just inside the arc. No good. Rebound tapped out. Lydia Dunlap tracks it down. Mavericks skip it up the top of the key. Dunlap over to Johnson.
Dave, when you watch them, great spacing right now by James Monroe, giving them those open lanes just like that to drive to the basket.
Kendall Long on the baseline drive lays it in and extends the lead out to 7 early for James Monroe. Bunch down the right of the paint, kicks to the right side. Now Williamstown step back three, up and good. Gracie Montgomery connects from outside. Just a 26% three-point shooter this season for the Yellow Jackets.
Gracie Montgomery, though, was 4 of 5 from three-point range in that last semifinal game.
Got a timeout. James Monroe leading early, 9-5 in the Class AA State Championship.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has called West Virginia home. It all started with a vision to serve our community with pride and integrity. We've grown alongside West Virginia, becoming part of its fabric. We've been here through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Because at the health plan, we don't just work here, we live here. The health plan, a proud corporate partner with the West Virginia SSAC.
Basketball season is rolling, baby. Tony here, and I'm feeling the groove.
Brad here checking in, and when the hoops are flying, it's full court fun at Gomart.
That's right, the Groovy Hoops promotion is on now. Take your shot to earn bonus reward points and tokens when you purchase one of 6 specially marked items.
Collect all 6 tokens for an additional 2,000 points. Sign up for Gomart Rewards and watch your points soar like a slam dunk in platform shoes.
Go to Gomart.com or check the app for all the details.
Stay groovy.
To the championship athletes, we say,
Good luck.
Go get them.
Fight hard.
Never give up.
you've got this.
There's no I in team.
Let's go. And most importantly, have fun.
At WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals, we're proud to be the official healthcare partner of West Virginia High School athletics.
Williamstown Yellow Jackets had to battle their way to the state championship game. 53-51 win over Philip Barber. Needed a 13-0 run in the third quarter to put some distance between themselves and Wheeling Central. For the James Monroe Mavericks, dispatched Lincoln easily, and it was in a dogfight with Wyoming East. Wyoming East never really got into that game, was never really out of that game either, Fred.
No, it's just a rivalry ball game that you expected a really close game. I thought it would be closer than it was. Go back, though, to Williamstown and their semifinal game against Wheeling Central Catholic. They held Wheeling Central to 6 points in the second half.
Really outstanding defense in the second half for the Yellow Jackets. Got into this championship game. Bunch on the drive, floater with the right hand, rattles in and out. Mya Dunlap grabs the rebound for James Monroe. Mavericks with a 4-point lead.
I think right there is what you saw that concerns Danny Bunch the most, Dave, is the fact that they've got to find a way to get the rebounds, to get more than just one shot on goal.
Mavericks working around the outside of this Williamstown defense. Now Dunlap cutting to the rim, lays it in.
Well, that's as pretty a play as you'll see at any level of basketball. Great job.
11-5, James Monroe. Bunch works against the pressure. She'll turn back, look for the offensive signal, and run the half-court set. Burt comes out to set a screen. Bunch heaves a three off the front of the iron, no good. And a rebound goes out of bounds down on the baseline. It'll stay with Williamstown. Moore back into the ball game for James Monroe. She'll switch places with Grayson Johnson. Cosner to trigger for the Yellow Jackets. Off the baseline, lob it out to Bunch on the perimeter. Bunch over to the top of the key. Montgomery bounces across the lane. Nice dish, but the Yellow Jackets can't finish. Fry missed the layup. Dunlap finds Long up in between the circles. Now Long will back out in the front court.
You got Monica Moore all by herself. She was there by the baseline, had the hands up in the air saying, give it to me, let me drive, but they didn't see her in time.
Mavericks turn it over. Bunch leads the charge for Williamstown. Bunch working on the right side against Kendall Long. Lost the dribble, got it back. She's begging for some help. There's not a lot of motion in the Williamstown offense right now. Now a foul called on Kendall Long, the sophomore.
And put that together with the great tight defense, man-to-man, being played by James Monroe. And Quinn Bunch, she's on an island by herself out there.
On the baseline, Cosner. Bounce it in for Burt. Burt misses the shot off the window. 6-point Maverick lead. Minute and 30 left in the first quarter. Long backs it out in the front court. Sends it right side. That's Dunlap on the wing. Trinity Hill into the game for James Monroe. Hand off to Eggleston.
Boy, Dave, they're very patient right now. And they will find that open door pass. Someone cutting to the basket. Maybe just throwing it in high to get it to Lydia Dunlap. Very patient, though, is this James Monroe Maverick Ball Club.
Mya Dunlap starts to try to drive a little bit. Ball poked away, out of bounds. Stays with James Monroe with under 60 seconds to go in the first quarter. Johnson reports back into the game for the Mavericks. Long will trigger. Dunlap out on the left wing. Defender fell down. She gets an open look at a three and drains it. Mya Dunlap with the three. And right back to work defensively as the Mavericks knock it out of bounds. Dunlap has 8.
Mya Dunlap is the junior of the two sisters. Loves that outside shot. Lydia is a 9th grader and loves to go inside on the low block because she has a little more height to her.
14-5. Just about a half minute to go in the first quarter. Williamstown trailing James Monroe, and Williamstown turns it over. There's Dunlap, this time Lydia going down the floor to lay it home.
Great body control, sailed in from the right side, took her time, and scored the easy 2, and it's an 11-point ball game right now.
Williamstown trying to chop into that just a little bit here in the final seconds, and a kick ball will keep it with the Yellow Jackets.
Great overplay defensively by Lydia Dunlap, and she took her time on the dribble, even though she was being chased by a defender, and laid it softly off the glass. That last kick ball came back and hit James Monroe's Kendall Long right in the face. That'll sting for a little while.
Bunch for 3 off the right side, no good. Offensive rebound, slapped away, ball loose, picked up by the Mavericks. On the run is Long. Long, 3-2, gets to the rim, lays it in as the buzzer sounds, and James Monroe builds a 13-point lead here in the first quarter. Kendall Long got the steal, took it down the floor, and the Mavericks are in front after 1 in the Class AA championship game.
It's starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere, but the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
Championships don't start in March. They're built long before the lights turn on. Just like making smart financial decisions and saving consistently, good habits start early. It's not flashy, it's foundational. West Virginia Central Federal Credit Union. Build a strong game plan for every season. Visit WVCCU.org to learn more about youth accounts and products designed to help the next generation start strong.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Be sure to download Metro News Television on mobile, Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, LG TV, and select Samsung Smart TVs. Like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. James Monroe now to an 18-5 lead. Lydia Dunlap 6 points in the first quarter. Mya Dunlap 8 points.
There you go, 14 points between the two sisters, and they have 14 of their team's 18.
James Monroe 7 of 8 from the field in the first quarter. Williamstown just 2 of 10. Second quarter, Yellow Jackets trailing. Bunch steps back, straight away contested, 3 rims out, no good. And a loose ball tracked down by Mya Dunlap.
Keyword contested, and that is that defense played right now by the Mavericks.
Dunlap, 1,000-point score. Slings the ball to the left side. That's Moore. Moore throws it over everybody's head into the seats.
And they could have stacked their players end to end and not caught that pass. You know that? That was a tall pass.
Arissa Burt into the game for Williamstown.
Monica will take a seat for James Monroe. Monica Moore out now.
Trinity Hill replaces her in the lineup for Sherry Helvey. Mavericks leading by 13. Anna Cosner, the senior, brings it to the near side. Burt puts it on the floor, takes it into the lane, misses the right-hand runner, got her own rebound, fouled on the putback. Will head to the free throw line for the first time today.
Yeah, Trinity Hill got her on the arm as she went in on that second shot. But again, I think she is so important to Danny Bunch and what he wants to do here this afternoon. You've got to get Arissa Burt ready to go and get her loosened up and get her greased and see what she can do for you, because she's a bigger kid than really anyone he has on the starting 5.
She's a 4-year starter, played in that championship game in 2024 for Williamstown, had 7 points. As the Yellow Jackets finished runner-up that season. Misses the second free throw off the right. Fight for the rebound. Williamstown saved it from going out of bounds, but the Mavericks able to track it down.
And you have to hit your free throws, Dave, when you get an opportunity.
Mavericks on the perimeter, get it into the corner. Little head fake. Now Griffith puts it on the floor. Pull-up jumper good.
Peyton Griffith doesn't score a lot, but boy, she is some kind of an off guard.
Now the sophomore averaging about 8 points per ball game for James Monroe, but she likes the outside shot. 20-6, James Monroe by 14. Burt at the top of the key, puts it on the floor. Burt dribble drive off the right, no good. A rebound grabbed by Dunlap. Mya Dunlap sends it right side, and the pass is out of bounds. Went off the hand of sophomore Kendall Long and back to the Yellow Jackets.
Right now in this championship game, Williamstown 2 of 13 from the floor. That's 15%. James Monroe 8 of 9. That's 89%. I think that'll change a little bit throughout the game.
I would think those numbers would start to even out just a tad.
Danny Bunch is hoping so.
Burt puts it on the floor, draws contact.
Foul's going to be called again on James Monroe's Trinity Hill.
Her second, and the
Trinity's going out. Grayson Johnson, a 9th grader, and what a game she had in the semifinals. Came off the bench. Was very, very impressive.
6:03 second quarter. The drive off the right side. Bunch to the rim, lays it in. (20-8). Williamstown stops the scoring drought. Now goes back to work on defense, looking inside. Get it to Griffith. Griffith skips it back out top of the key. Overplay by Bunch. Now Dunlap brings it back to the near side to Long. Around the outside, into the corner. That's Griffith. She can shoot it from there, but had a defender in her face. Patient possession right here for the Mavericks. Now Long on the attack. Baseline drive. Dumps off to Dunlap in the lane. Shot was blocked away. Dunlap went flailing into the Williamstown bench. Williamstown's got numbers for the moment. Bunch takes advantage. Drive to the rim. Her shot rejected by Lydia Dunlap. Now Long trapped in the corner. And a timeout called by Sherry Helvey and the James Monroe Mavericks.
You block my buddy's shot, I'll block yours on the other end. Great defensive move by Dunlap as Lydia ran the floor extremely well.
Second quarter, Mavericks are up by 12.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere, but the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
Life can feel heavy sometimes. We all deal with pain and troubles, and they can make us feel like we could break. When you don't know what to do or who to trust, just remember that help is a number, 988. A simple call or text to these 3 numbers will connect you with a free, trained counselor who is ready to listen and who cares about you. If you're struggling or know someone who is, remember 988. 3 simple numbers that can save a life.
Hey everybody, Tony Caridi here.
And Brad Howe. Tony, why the platform shoes?
Well, Brad, it's called Committing to the Groove. We're bringing back the retro vibes with Gomart.
Then hand me those oversized sunglasses because it's time to strut into deals on fuel, snacks, and more at your favorite Gomart.
All year, watch for Vinyl Value Days, Road to Rewards, and some far-out contests.
So go for good times.
Go for good vibes.
And go to Gomart.
Grab the Gomart app to find a location near you. Stay groovy, baby.
James Monroe head coach Sherry Helvey. Our Mavericks are in front by 12. 20-8, 5:05 to go in the first half of action.
It's everything the start that Sherry Helvey could have asked for. Supporting her team in that purple pants and jacket.
I got a little purple on today, Fred.
You got a lot of purple. You got a lot of purple on. What are you talking about?
Work it inside. Lydia Dunlap off the right block, lays it home.
Well, what a start for the Mavericks. And Danny Bunch just got to be shaking his head right now. His kids 3 of 15 from the floor. It's just one of those tough shooting days. But a lot of time left, Dave.
Williamstown trying to work it around the outside of this James Monroe defense, just trying to find something around the bucket. There's a baseline drive, kick out. Long 2 on the way, up and good. Michaela Bandy from outside.
Maybe that'll do something to help them jumpstart themselves.
The lead is 12 for James Monroe. Coming up on the halfway mark of the second quarter. Dunlap fakes right, goes left, pulls up with the right hand off the back of the iron. Williamstown clears the rebound. Anna Cosner will bring it up the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Burt, little jab step, takes it in the lane, spins to her left to the rim, misses off the left side. On the rebound, once again, is Lydia Dunlap. Mya Dunlap kicks outside. 3 from Griffith is short. Offensive rebound long and a tie-up. Basketball will stay with James Monroe.
Well, these are 2 young ball clubs. Williamstown, only 2 seniors on the squad. James Monroe, no seniors.
Which means we'll see them all again next year. There's a lot of good underclassmen in this tournament this year, across the classifications.
Yeah. St. Mary's getting that win. They don't have a senior on the team either.
Dunlap outside drains the 3. She's got 3 of them here in the first half.
That lead has expanded 15 now.
25-10, 3.5 to go until halftime. Out on the right wing. Bandy takes it inside. Free throw line, throws it away. Here go the Mavericks on the run again. Now they'll slow up, get into the half court. Over to the right wing. 3 on the way. This time it's short. Out of the hand of Dunlap. Twin bunch. Averages 18 a game, had 16 points, 9 of 12 shooting against Philip Barber earlier in the tournament. Sends it right side. Bandy thought about the shot, thought better of it. Now trying to step through, travel.
The Mavericks will take the ball again, enjoying their largest lead in this ball game right now, 15 points. With 2:48 left in our first half.
Mavericks are 10 of 15 from the field. Williamstown just 4 of 17 here in the first half. A lot of credit goes to the James Monroe defense.
Indeed. They have been fronting every Williamstown player when they get the ball.
Inside of Dunlap. Dunlap was getting held. That was a hold on the football field, too. Just trying to slow her down.
No 10-yard penalty. No 10-yard penalty. But she will just get the ball out of bounds. Not even a shooting situation.
Long picks up her second, team's third. Or beg your pardon, Cosner picked up the foul for Williamstown.
Yeah, first team foul of the quarter for the Jackets.
Over on the left side, 3 on the way, no good from Hill. Yellow Jackets get the rebound, push it down the floor, quickly feed it up to Bandy. Bandy can't finish. Ball goes out of bounds, going to stay on this end of the floor though.
Defense, defense, defense. Now, James Monroe's Shylon Eggleston did go out of bounds, but just the hustle to get down the floor. Amazing.
Yellow Jackets will take a timeout. They trail by 15, 25-10, 2:20 to go until halftime.
When you look at some of these comparative stats right now, as we inch closer to halftime, right now, St. Mary's, I was at the other game. James Monroe is shooting 59% from the floor. Williamstown 22%.
Mya Dunlap, Fred, has gotten hot here in the first half. 3 threes for the Mavericks.
5'11" junior, averages almost 16 points a game. Great passer with the ball as well as she hit that backdoor cut. Give it to her out on the wing, outside, long distance. Great shooting technique. Mya Dunlap buries another one.
Just a junior for this James Monroe team. Lydia, as you mentioned, a 9th grader, so bad news for Class AA.
Yeah, Lydia, 6'1" and a 9th grader. And this team plays so well together. Now, you ask yourself, man, they shoot a lot of threes. Well, that's okay. Sherry Helby, who was Sherry Walker with James Monroe, she told me one time there's never been a 3 that she didn't like. And she took a bunch of them.
That sounds like a shooter.
Here's the deal for you. She is the 2nd leading three-point maker at James Monroe High School. She is the leading three-point taker at James Monroe High School.
What do they say? Shooters got to shoot.
Shooters got to shoot.
James Monroe leading 25-10. 2:20 to go until halftime. And the officials, I'm not sure what they're discussing here.
No, it's where it is. Just don't worry about it. Go back. Got this covered. Mr. Mayo hands the ball. Williamstown.
Cosner gets it in right at the bucket. Bunch to the rim, lays it home.
Well, boy, she has been the spark that her dad, head coach Danny Bunch, really, really wanted. And she's coming on through this game, but she needs some help.
25-12, James Monroe with the lead. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Out on the logo, Long sends it to the right side. Trinity Hill. Now into the corner. Dunlap double teamed, lost the dribble. Hill saves it for the Mavericks. Now Hill's in trouble. She's got to get rid of the ball, and 5 seconds called. Turn it over to Williamstown. Good defense by the Yellow Jackets over on the far side.
Yeah, and she didn't get any help at all. No one came to her. She was trapped by the 2 Williamstown players and the sideline. I even saw Danny Bunch. He had his hands up a couple of times. You can't do that. But no, seriously, great defense by the Yellow Jackets to get that ball, get that turnover. Now you have to come down on the offensive end and make good of it. You can't just let it go by. You got to get the points now. They trailed by 13. They trailed by 15 just a minute ago.
James Monroe called the timeout. I was watching that huddle on the far side as Williamstown goes over what they want to do offensively. I could see Sherry Helvey say, you have to move.
Exactly. And that was the problem. They didn't move to her. And she got sideline trapped and gave the ball up on a 5-second close call.
(25-12). Mavericks leading here in the second quarter. Renee Montgomery, Fred, high school teammate of Alexis Hornbuckle, went on to play at UConn for Gino Oriema, and, well, the rest is history from there.
Yeah, she is a basketball team owner now. She is an entrepreneur that has done an excellent job. I thought she always got a little bit of second billing to Alexis Hornbuckle when they played together, but well, that was okay. I mean, it was deserved, but she was an outstanding player when she was here in the Kanawha Valley.
Alexis Hornbuckle. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get second billing to someone, that's okay. 25-12. James Monroe with the lead in the basketball. 90 seconds to go in the first half. Off the left elbow, fire it into the corner for Riley Jackson. Now back outside. 3 on the way from Eggleston is no good. Williamstown needs to get some offense here late in the second quarter. Ball tipped, no backcourt violation. Bunch off the left wing.
You have to take advantage of that turnover you got on the other end.
Burt puts it on the floor, goes in the paint, kicks back outside. They get it to Bunch. Now Bunch, baseline drive, left-hander, no. Mavericks will clear it. Go back the other direction with under a minute to play in the first half. Into the corner. Nice pass back on the right side of the lane. Missed the layup, offensive rebound. Now outlet back out to Hill.
And they'll reset and get the shot they want. Clock ticking down. Sherry Helvey calling out instructions, standing over in front of the bench.
Jackson had it slapped from her hands. Now the Mavericks work it inside to Hill. Kick it back out to the left side for Eggleston. Pivoting on the left elbow. Hill looking for some help. Fires to Dunlap on the right wing. Under 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson had it ripped out of her hands. Ball's loose. There's a scrum. Held ball, and the arrow goes to Williamstown.
That is a rare turnover by the James Monroe Mavericks.
Long possession. They were looking for the shot, Fred, but finally Williamstown got a hand in there.
Seemingly, when they're passing the ball, they're sharp, but when they're dribbling the ball, they're looking to somewhere else, and that's where the steals come from.
So 10.8 seconds remain in the second quarter. Williamstown will get it in, get it to Bunch. Bunch goes down in a heap in the backcourt.
Only the third team foul in this quarter, so no shooting. Slows down the momentum of Quinn Bunch.
That foul is on Kendall Long, her second, team's third. .2 seconds remain on the clock. Williamstown will inbound on the far sideline. Get it into Burt. 5 seconds on the clock. 4. Burt takes a long 3 right side, left it short. Dunlap gets the rebound. 3/4 court, nowhere close, but that's okay with James Monroe. The Mavericks storm out to a 25-12 lead here at the break. James Monroe looking for a state championship, the Class AA title game. Mavericks lead at 25-12.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
President of Fairmont State University, Dr. Michael Davis. Appreciate you stopping by. What's happening up at Fairmont State these days?
Lots of things.
What we do here is more than just a job. We make a lasting impact every day. The architecture, engineering, and field services professionals at Thrasher are providing the know-how to make projects successful. Whether you're just starting out or looking to advance, you'll find career paths that align with your goals and a company that's committed to your growth. At Thrasher, it's more than just another day on the job. It's the foundation for a better tomorrow.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
25 a month for 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. The same optimum fiber price is still alive. 25 a month for 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. The same optimum fiber price is still alive. Optimum.com/25 for 5.
Get famously fast fiber-powered internet from Optimum.
Halftime at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center, and our coverage brought to you by the High Technology Foundation, committed to building a stronger West Virginia. James Monroe with a 25-12 lead on the Williamstown Yellow Jackets at halftime. Sisters Mya Dunlap and Lydia Dunlap so far have combined for 19 of the 25 James Monroe points as they have built a sizable halftime lead, much as they have done in their previous 3 tournament games. Taking a look at the contest that we've got coming up this evening at 5 o'clock. It's the Class AAA State Championship game between Greenbrier East, the top seed, and the number 7 seed in East Fairmont. And then at 7:30 this evening, the Class Quad A Championship game. It is an all-Mountain State Athletic Conference and all-City of Parkersburg matchup as the number 2 seeded Big Reds of Parkersburg take on the number 5 seed in Parkersburg South. One game already in the books, St. Mary's winning the Class A State Championship with a 45-35 victory over Gilmer County earlier this morning. Our halftime coverage continues as James Monroe enjoys a 13-point halftime lead.
Have you tried the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club?
Did you see ranch?
I need a little ranch. Ranch, come on, meet me at the ranch. Ranch, I wanna let my boots stop long.
Candied bacon. A buttermilk ranch bun. With a jalapeno kick. Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club. It's Chick-fil-A chicken, all ranched up.
Ready?
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Whether you just graduated high school, are finishing up something you started, or starting up something you intend to finish, Concord University in Athens, West Virginia is your next step. At Concord, classes are small, professors are accessible, and programs are built around career opportunities in fields like healthcare, business, education, science, the arts, and public service. It's affordable, it's personal, and it's designed to move you forward. You'll see it in the classroom, you'll see it at homecoming, and you'll definitely see it at graduation. Concord University. Come to learn, go to serve.
Farmers, have you heard about the West Virginia Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program? If you are selling fresh fruits and vegetables in the months of June through October, you sell your produce in the state of West Virginia, and you grow at least 25% of what you sell, you are eligible to take the vouchers. You can find the application online at agriculture.wv.gov or get one by calling 304-558-2210. This is taxable income, and you will need internet to redeem the vouchers. The deadline to apply is April 15th.
My name's Katie, and I'm a sophomore at Virginia Tech. I'm studying to be a lawyer, which means I'll be in school for 6 more years, and college isn't cheap. But my parents opened a Smart 529 savings account when I was 6 months old, and having that savings has given me the opportunity to focus on my education.
Smart 529 is West Virginia's education savings solution. Turn your savings into their success. Visit smart529.com. For more information, contact Smart 529 to obtain a program description, which includes investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other information. Read and consider it carefully before investing.
The Mavericks of James Monroe with a 25-12 halftime lead on Williamstown in the Class AA state championship game here at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. We'll now check in with the executive director of the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission, Wayne Ryan, is joined courtside by Fred Persinger.
Thank you, Joe. And Wayne, always a pleasure, my friend. How far back do you and I go?
A long time.
I knew you weren't going to pinpoint the years. Before
Probably late 70s.
Oh, it was.
Early 80s.
Long
yeah,
time.
Absolutely.
How about this? On the floor just now while we were away for the break, 1976 Fort Gay champions. 5 members of coaches introduced.
Yeah.
They beat Valley Wetzel 52-46. Yes, I was here for that one. But that is a great, great time when you can have guys come back, teams come back. It's special, isn't it?
That's pretty neat. Yeah, it's pretty neat to see those ladies from the first state championship team in Class A. Very cool.
You're closing in on this first year being over as the executive director. Give me your thoughts on how you think the office has gone since you took over.
Well, we've had a lot of change. I mean, obviously, we've hired a lot of new staff. Dr. Swain, Jason Bankston, Chris Wells. I've hired good people. And when you have good people, good things can happen. And we've really had a purpose of education. Our goal has been to educate the stakeholders. Who is the SSAC? How do we operate? And we've worked hard. We went to counties and we've worked administrators. We've worked the public. We've worked the legislature. We're really just trying to educate everyone so they understand our organization better. We're an easy target. We get that. But we're very misunderstood, so we're going to continue to try to educate everyone as far as how we operate and how our rules come about and what our rules are.
You've been a coach here in this tournament, and now the executive director. Did you ever think about the 50th girls state tournament?
No, never gave it much thought. You enjoy it, and I will tell you this tournament has special memories for me and many others. So to reach the 50-year milestone is amazing, and over the next few years, we're going to do some special recognitions and bring some individuals and some teams back similar to what we saw out there, and so we can take this and just continue to grow on the recognition of the 50-year history of girls basketball.
Wayne, always a pleasure, my friend.
Fred, appreciate you. Thank you.
There you go. That's Wayne Ryan, Executive Director of the WVSSAC. We come back, we'll see some highlights of the first half of our game between James Monroe and Williamstown.
President, Fairmont State University, Dr. Michael Davis. Appreciate you stopping by. What's happening up at Fairmont State these days?
Lots of things.
everybody. Tony Caridi here.
And Brad Howe. Tony, why the platform shoes?
Well, Brad, it's called committing to the groove. We're bringing back the retro vibes with Gomart.
Then hand me those oversized sunglasses because it's time to strut into deals on fuel, snacks, and more at your favorite Gomart.
All year, watch for Vinyl Value Days, Road to Rewards, and some far-out contests.
So go for good times.
Go for good vibes.
And go to Gomart.
Grab the Gomart app to find a location near you. Stay groovy, baby.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
25 a month for 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. The same optimum 5 price is still alive. 25 a month for 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. The same optimum 5 price is still alive. Optimum.com/25 for 5.
Get famously fast fiber-powered internet from Optimum.
Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club.
I need a little ranch, step to the ranch.
Spicy, grilled, original, all ranched up. Candied bacon, a buttermilk ranch bun, pickled jalapenos, and pepper jack cheese with a kick.
Yeehaw, that's the way it goes at the ranch.
Available for a limited time. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Williamstown Yellow Jackets trailing to start the second half, but Quinn Bunchfred trying to keep her team in the mix.
She is indeed driving to the basket, taking some outside shots. She is the floor general and certainly knows what to do with the basketball, and she's trying to help her team get right back into this one. The one thing they have to do, though, is quit turning the ball over, Dave.
Bunch has 6 points, 3 of 10 shooting for James Monroe. It's been Mya Dunlap. She's got 3 threes, 11 points in the first half for the Mavericks.
Great outside shooter. What I like about her, too, is her passing abilities. Great pass to the basket as she got her sister coming in for the easy 2.
Dunlap 4 of 7 shooting, 3 for 4 from out beyond the arc in the first half, and she's been a big reason why her Mavericks lead at 25-12. First half stats, and here's another reason James Monroe's defense has just befuddled Williamstown's offense. Yellow Jackets just 5 of 21 from the field. James Monroe very efficient, 10 of 19.
And they've out-rebounded them 18-8. Some things have to change, and I'm sure that was the story at halftime for head coach Danny Bunch of Williamstown.
Starts with defense for the Yellow Jackets. They get the turnover on the very first possession of the second half. Now Bunch, deep 3, too long. She was out there in Steph Curry land, out by the hash when she took that shot.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure Dad, coach, real happy with that choice of shots. And again, when you trail by 13, you got to be a little smarter on the floor. You got a lot of time. So take 2 or 3 passes to get that open look if you can.
Yeah, can't press yet. You still got to play within the system.
Exactly right.
Mavericks into the corner. 3 on the way from Dunlap. Off the iron, straight through the cylinder.
When it's your day, it's your day.
14 for Mya Dunlap. Bunch walks it across the timeline. Williamstown's got to get some offense going here in the third. Montgomery, deep on the left wing. Looking, finds Bunch. Bunch, head fake, now drives in, floats it from the left elbow, no good. And Lydia Dunlap grabs the rebound for James Monroe, her 4th. Up the floor, Long slings it to the near side. Feed it into Lydia, left elbow, now down on the block to Moore. She's covered up and backs it out. Get it to Dunlap, 13-footer good.
As good a passing team as we have seen in a long time. They find that open person, even though it didn't work out exactly the way they wanted, still a great pass down on the low blocks that time.
Mavericks lead at 30-12. From the free throw line, this is Montgomery, spins it off the window. Williamstown's offense just 5 of 23 from the field.
And again, as you said earlier, Dave, you got to contribute that a lot to this defense from James Monroe. They really front just about every shooter, and then when they get on the offensive end, they look for the shot they really want. But an 18-point lead, the largest in this ball game.
Lydia Dunlap's 3 rattles out. Yellow Jackets with Bunch from the top of the key. Slug shoves it over to the left side. Into the corner for Anna Cosner, back around the Bunch. Out of defender in her face. Now steps left. Takes the 3 off the front of the iron. Offensive rebound. Jackets trying to get to the rim. Montgomery. And a timeout called by head coach Danny Bunch. 5:36, third quarter. James Monroe with a comfortable lead.
The best thing about West Virginia is hope.
The commitment we're making is $2.2 billion in the state of West Virginia.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
We're creating career paths and jobs.
Everybody's talking about it. Hogas is doing it.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Learn more at WVSforHope.com.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
Basketball season is rolling, baby. Tony here, and I'm feeling the groove.
Brad here checking in, and when the hoops are flying, it's full court fun at Gomart.
That's right, the Groovy Hoops promotion is on now. Take your shot to earn bonus reward points and tokens when you purchase one of 6 specially marked items.
Collect all 6 tokens for an additional 2,000 points. Sign up for Gomart Rewards and watch your points soar like a slam dunk in platform shoes.
Go to Gomart.com or check the app for all the details.
Stay groovy.
5:36, third quarter. Mavericks leading 30-12. You got to go back to the turn of the century. Boy, that makes you feel old to say that. To find the last time the Mavericks won a girls basketball state title. 2001, 2002, 24 years ago.
You know, I go back to the turn of the century, and it doesn't make me feel old at all. No, you're right, but it has been a while. What a program they have, though, and Danny Bunch smiling. I love that about this guy. He's over at the same hotel we are in. I see him every morning, and he's thrilled. He is thrilled with his team, and he's not thrilled with the way they're playing today. But every time, you always see a team come down, and they're a solid team. But something just doesn't happen on championship Saturday for them.
Maggie Fry got called for an illegal screen, and that's unfortunate for Williamstown because Gracie Montgomery had spotted up a three-pointer right there. So turn it over to the Mavericks with 5.5 to go, third quarter. Moore back into the ball game for James Monroe. Skips it into the far corner. Finds Dunlap. She's covered up. Get it to Lydia. Lydia hands back to Mya. Right back to Lydia. She pops the 3. Too strong off the end of the inside of the iron. A rebound tracked down by Williamstown on the near side. Bunch brings it over to Burt. Burt heaves the 3 and knocks it down.
There you go.
That'll help.
Outside jumper by Arissa Burt, and you're right, that will help. Maybe that's the shot they need to get jump started. They still trail by 15, but a lot of time left to play. Let's see if that will help them. We got traveling called against Gilmer County.
Dunlap had gotten caught in the backcourt, but Burt, they left her open, dared her to take the 3. And on the backside of that, Fred, good defense to get the turnover.
traveling against the veteran, Lydia Dunlap.
And then Bunch, step back three off the left of the iron. Offensive rebound by the Yellow Jackets. A ball loose, stolen by James Monroe. Moore leading a 3-on-1. Up the floor it goes. Missed the layup. Dunlap, rebound, put back, and the foul.
Follow every shot as if it's going to be missed and you can get the rebound. And that's exactly what Lydia Dunlap did that time up the floor.
Gracie Montgomery on that previous play, she went down hard, going for a loose ball. Got a knee to the back of the head right there, inadvertent.
Yeah, she got tripped up by her own teammate, and then the inadvertent knee.
So Lydia Dunlap at the free throw line, 12 points, 5 of 8. Now give her 13. 33-15. All James Monroe here this afternoon. Bunch comes to the near side. Get it to Maggie Fry, the freshman. Now back to Bunch at the top of the key. Slides right, hands off. Cosner down the lane, wild shot, draws the foul. Foul's going to be on James Monroe's Peyton Griffith. First on Griffith.
Danny Bunch has got to find somebody else besides Quinn to do some shooting and make some points. Quinn has taken 14 shots. She's taken 14 of their 27. Somebody else has to get involved in this offense. She can't do it by herself.
Yellow Jackets 6 of 27 from the floor. Second free throw up and good. Cosner hits them both. One of the few seniors in this entire game.
This entire tournament.
33-17 on the run. Coming down the lane, scoop with the left hand, long won't go. Battle inside for the rebound, and a foul is going to be called, and Williamstown will have the basketball. Foul's on James Monroe. Kendall Long picks up her third.
Yeah, James Monroe, they thought they had the tie up, but the foul came in.
Maggie Fry on the baseline, looking to get it in. Able to find Cosner. Cosner dribbles by a defender, gets it across the timeline, and is bumped by Mya Dunlap. First on Dunlap, third on the Mavericks here in the quarter. 3:57 to play in the third. Moore will check back into the lineup for James Monroe.
James Monroe has outscored Williamstown 8-5 in this third quarter. Yellow Jackets cannot cut into the lead. In fact, they're trailing by 3 more than they were at halftime.
And James Monroe built that lead in the first quarter, outscored him. Been an even ball game since then.
Yeah, they outscored him 18-5 in the first quarter. Since then, 7-7, and now 8-5, as we mentioned.
Burt from 15 feet came up short. Williamstown able to save it on the baseline. Get it back out to Bunch. When Bunch puts on the floor, it takes to the elbow. Back outside it goes for Cosner. Bunch, boy, she's thinking about that deep three. Thought better of it. She drives, scoops with the right hand off the top of the backboard. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Williamstown.
You mentioned that 2002 Class AA team from James Monroe that won their last title. Names like Casey Taylor and Sherry Walker, who's now Sherry Helvey, the head coach. Megan Tuggle, all on that all-tournament team.
Into the lane, to the rim. Fry got a floater to go. 33-19, 3:11 to go, still third quarter. And it comes for Lydia Dunlap. She's trapped down on the baseline. She needs some help. Gets it from Kendall Long. And we got a foul in the backcourt. Offensive foul will send it back to Williamstown.
Something, obviously, that Danny Bunch talked about at halftime was defense. We've got to play better defense. They've done that.
Lydia Dunlap looked like that was a frustration foul as Arissa Burt has been glued to her here in the second half. I got a little trip there.
Well, don't you hate it, though, when you do that and all of a sudden you look over your shoulder and there's the official?
There's the official.
Come on, you're supposed to be down the floor, man.
Williamstown trailing 33-19, but with the basketball, trying to eat away at this deficit. Burt, right at the top of the key. Looking in low, flops it down inside. Bandy, back out for Fry. Shot won't fall. Mavericks able to clear it, push it the other way. Dunlap, top of the key, brings it left side for Griffith. Griffith takes it in the lane and draws contact. Fry going to be whistled for the foul.
Peyton Griffith, little spark plug, thought about the shot, and she had Monica Moore off to her left. Had she been able to see her, would have been a tough pass, but she does draw the foul.
My apologies to Maggie Fry. It's actually Bandy who picks up the foul. First free throw good for Peyton Griffith, a sophomore, three-sport athlete. Shot up and good.
Doesn't think about the free throws. She gets it, boom, shoots. She doesn't dribble, doesn't spin the ball or anything. Just give me the ball.
I like it.
I do too.
Griffith gets an ovation. She takes a seat. Solid minutes for her off the bench today. 35-19. James Monroe. Williamstown runs the baseline. Get it in for Quinn Bunch. She's doubled in the backcourt. Bounces ahead for Cosner. Cosner's got to work quickly. Gets it across the timeline to Burt. Now Bandy takes it down the lane. Runner no good. Eggleston working in the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline. Past the defender. Finds Dunlap on the left wing.
Great job handling the ball that time for Chrislyn Eggleston, coming up the floor to get away from that defense.
Dunlap out on the left wing. Had it poked away. Got it back. Now looks inside. Finds Moore. Moore, bounce pass for Dunlap, diverted by Burt, and now a tie-up will give it to the Yellow Jackets.
And again, certainly you want to score every time down the floor. If you're Williamstown, you don't have to, as long as you can stop James Monroe from scoring. But we're going to see an arm bar there if we step.
Just about. Bunch in the backcourt, works it ahead. Fires for Fry, back outside. Burt will take the three. Rolls off the right side of the rim, no good. And there's Moore to grab the rebound for James Monroe.
So many weapons for the Mavericks, defensively and offensively.
35-19, 90 seconds to go in the third. Lob it down low, Dunlap to Dunlap.
They've done that before. They've done that before. What a pass.
A steal and a putback, and James Monroe is rolling. Timeout called as the purple and black Mavericks here in the arena come to their feet.
You can't go to sleep, Dave. That steal on the inbound, you just can't go to sleep.
Long got the layup off the steal. And that got a high five from head coach Sherry Helvey as her team came to the sidelines.
You ever heard that saying, that team's feeling it? James Monroe is
absolutely
feeling it. Now, you still have 9+ minutes of basketball time left. Yes, there's time, but you can't go to sleep defensively like Williamstown did there on that one play, and you got to continue to peck away at this score. Right now, James Monroe has outscored Williamstown 14-7 in this third quarter.
Mya Dunlap, 16 points, leads all scorers, 6 of 9 from the field, 4 of 5 from out beyond the arc today. Lydia Dunlap, 13 points. She's done it down on the inside, 5 of 8. All of her points coming inside the arc this afternoon.
Mavericks of James Monroe from beautiful Monroe County down at Lynnside, West Virginia. Their school sets up on a hill. Green grass flowing all around. Pasture-like land down below. Just a beautiful setting.
James Monroe fans getting fired up. Mavericks lead at 39-19. Williamstown will inbound. James Monroe will pressure you the entire game. That's what the Mavericks have done today. Fry shuffles along the baseline. Looking for Burt. Tipped out of bounds off the Mavericks.
Defensively, James Monroe has still held Williamstown to 21% shooting from the floor while continuing to shoot well. They're at 53.6%.
Bunch brings it up the floor. Goes right side. Finds Bandy. Now Fry in the left corner. Looking to get it in. Ball slapped away. Fry finds it again, and a foul going to be called on James Monroe. Anna Cosner hit the deck. Moore picks up the foul. Yep. Now Moore is nicknamed Dennis Rodman, according to Sherry Helvey. Now that's for her rebounding. She averages 7.5 a game, but she's got a little bit of edge to her, like Rodman had back in the day.
See, I immediately started, and I've done their games this week. I immediately went to start looking for tattoos or something when you said Dennis Rodman.
Purple hair,
I don't
possibly.
see anything, you know. Clean-cut young lady.
The way he played that game, physical, just after everything, more. Now my question is, does she know who Dennis Rodman is?
No, I have no idea.
You telling me she doesn't remember the Bad Boy Pistons?
No, she does not know who that is. I'm surprised Sherry Helvey remembers who that is.
Free throws up and good for Anna Cosner.
Yeah, Danny Bunch with only 2 seniors. Anna Cosner, one of them. Arissa Burt, the other.
Second free throw good.
So much like Sherry Helvey, Danny has a young team as well.
It's really made this story. We've talked a couple of times on so much young talent. We're going to see so many of these young ladies back next year.
Yeah, you will. But what we found out in single A, repeating, so tough to do.
Titans were denied, Gilmer County Titans denied a repeat championship. St. Mary's Blue Devils winning their first since 1990.
In AAA, Spring Valley was denied. They got knocked out in the first round.
Spring Valley was actually the defending 4A champs.
They were, yeah.
They dropped back to AAA.
They said, I want to go back to Quad A, come on.
Got a foul in the battle for the basketball. Trying to work it inside. Fry got a hand on it, and then Dunlap was called for the foul. So Williamstown is in the bonus. Back to the line goes Anna Cosner. 4 for 4 at the free throw line today for Williamstown. And first free throw is up and good for Cosner. Cosner, known for her defense, a lockdown defender. Misses the second of the 2 free throws. Ahead it goes. Mya Dunlap out in front of everybody, lays it in.
Dave, talking about repeat championships, all 4 champions from last year were back in this tournament. All 4 are now gone without winning a title.
Williamstown can't get the shot off before the end of the quarter, but James Monroe outscoring the Yellow Jackets by 6 in the third, extending the lead 41-22 in the AA title game.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
James Monroe up 41-22 here at the Charleston Coliseum Class AA Championship game. Mya and Lydia Dunlap. They have combined for 31 points here in the ball game. 31 of James Monroe's 41.
Yeah, Mya is the junior. Lydia is the freshman. That's some amazing stats from two sisters, and we saw a couple of give-and-go passes that's been worked on in the driveway, trust me.
I was going to say, I'd like to go call the one-on-one games at home.
It'd be great.
Fourth quarter, Mavericks. A championship is within reach. Williamstown going to try to dig deep here. Eat away at this deficit, give it itself an opportunity. Mavericks patient on offense here. Time is on your side if you're James Monroe. They work it into Dunlap. Off the left block, no good. Offensive rebound. Dunlap up with the right hand, no. And there's Burt for the rebound for Williamstown.
Yeah, Monica Moore kept that rebound alive, and Lydia Dunlap just could not get it to fall there.
Fry got way underneath the basket there, lost the handle, and Williamstown will turn it over. Long ahead to Dunlap, down to Moore on the baseline. Moore cut off. Yeah, there's the double dribble. Thought maybe she'd had it smacked out of her hands for a moment.
I think she dropped it, hoping someone from her team would come and get it, but they were too far away. That wasn't going to happen.
Yellow Jackets will sub. Addison Woodburn checks into the ball game.
Checking out is Bandy.
Quinn Bunch will bring it up the floor, the junior guard. Leading scorer for Williamstown this season. Spins to her left. Nice move to get down the lane. Scoop with the left, hands off the mark. James Monroe back to work on offense. Send it across the court over to Dunlap. Open three from the right side. Off the front of the rim. Moore gets the rebound. Moore misses the putback. Another opportunity. Moore comes up short on that shot.
Talked about Quinn Bunch being the leading scorer this season. She's the leading scorer in this game, but she has only 6 points.
6.5 to play on the dribble drive. Cosner off the left side. Shot blocked. Here's Dunlap once again. Mya Dunlap off the right side for three. She's got 21 today.
Lydia says, check my assist. That's what I want to see, because she's getting a few from her sister.
Lydia Dunlap, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists now.
There you go.
Mya has 21 points, 5 rebounds, no assists. They'll talk about that at home later.
Your sister will point it out to her.
Burt misses underneath the basket. Another rebound tracked down by the Mavericks. They're doubling up Williamstown right now, 44-22 with 2:50 to go.
Largest lead of the ball game.
Moore has it stolen. Fry on the run. Gives up the dribble. Lets the rest of the offense catch up for Williamstown. Bunch, deep three, straight away. Off the right of the rim, no good. Moore goes up to get the rebound. 5th rebound for Monica Moore. Dunlap. Lydia, the freshman, hands off to Mya Dunlap, the junior. Entry pass to Lydia. Now hands off for Long, over to Moore. Moore going to get tied up with Bunch. Alternating possession will go to Williamstown. Yellow Jackets will sub. Gracie Montgomery back into the ball game. Montgomery had checked out earlier. She took a knee to the back of the head going after a basketball. She's back in.
Things don't change. This will be the 3rd state championship in girls basketball for the Mavericks. They won it back-to-back in 2001, 2002.
Runner-up in 2003.
Yes.
Made 3 straight title appearances. Sherry Helvey was a part of those as a player. Now she's poised to be part of a championship as a coach. Mavericks get another rebound, bring it down the floor. Dunlap, left corner, 3, off the front of the rim. A rebound by Maggie Fry. Fry's got 5 rebounds today for the Yellow Jackets. Inside, the aforementioned Fry has her shot rejected. Big block by Mya Dunlap. Up the floor to Long. Long off the right block. Lays it in. .420 to go. All Mavericks this afternoon. Bounce to the left side. Cosner, top of the key. That's Montgomery. Montgomery scoops with the right hand and scores. And a timeout with 4:08 to go. James Monroe thinking about a AA championship. The big block by Dunlap. On the other end, James Monroe increasing the lead. Defense. They work it in. Trinity Hill gets the shot off. No good. Rebound James Monroe. Bring it back outside and over to Griffith.
And they're not purposely running time, even though it helps. They're just looking for the shot. They do not rush anything unless it's a breakaway.
Looking to get it in. Burt got a hand on it, slapped it away. Now they work it down low. It's Dunlap off the right block. Dunlap from the right block, no good. Williamstown got the rebound. It's poked out from behind and will stay with the Yellow Jackets. James Monroe has really dominated throughout the tournament, Fred. The big opening win over Lincoln. Again, took on regional rival Wyoming East. Not a great shooting day, just 1 of 27 from out beyond the arc, but did what needed to be done to win the ball game.
Exactly right. They have not been pushed in any of those games, unlike Williamstown, who had a heck of a game in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, had to have that quarterfinal battle to get here. 53-51 over Philip Barber. And then had to take on Wheeling Central. So a battle-tested Yellow Jacket team. And you wonder how much that took out of them. I know you got the days off, some time to rest, get off your feet, but you wonder how much that took out of Williamstown, that bracket coming to the championship game.
And you're still away from school, and you're not going to class, and some of those things, it's tough down here in Charleston to stay focused, but I think the coaches have done a tremendous job. Sometimes the shots just don't go in, and and again, give a lot of credit to this defense that Sherry Helvey's put together.
Nice cut as Trinity Hill gets the rim for her first bucket of the game.
Great inbounds play. They ran a couple of folks off screens and was wide open for that easy layup.
48-24, 2.5 to go. Coming down the lane and a shot rejected. Lydia Dunlap. That was blocked with authority.
I don't mean to chuckle, but Kendall Law, I'm sorry, it was Anna Cosner. She just kind of shrugged her shoulders when she looked over at the bench like, I don't know what to do.
Third block for Lydia Dunlap today.
Williamstown ran a great play.
Yeah.
It's just they had Dunlap in there. Oh, that is a hug of a champion.
Some of the starters coming out. Peyton Griffith comes off the floor. Hugs and high fives. Lizzie Smith is into the ball game. She gets a block down on the inside. She's getting high fives.
Yeah, Smith said, I had that block. What are you talking about? No, that was definitely contact there. But
so going to the line to shoot is Michaela Bandy. And free throws off the mark for Bandy. Kendall Long gets a standing ovation as she comes to the bench.
I love the smile on Lizzie Smith's face, and she thought she had the blocks, but they called the foul on her.
0 for 2 on the free throws. Kick it out. Dunlap steps in the way of the pass and gets the steal. Now Mya takes it out into the front court. 2:14 to go. Finds Lydia.
If you really didn't know didn't see the score, you didn't know by who was winning, only thing you had to do is look at the body posture of Danny Bunch. He's been standing over, he just knelt down now, but he's been standing over there with his hands in his pocket. And just looked dejected, knowing that his team is better.
Off the left block. 140. Dunlap steps in the way of another pass, gets the steal. And Lydia Dunlap will bring it across the timeline. Sherry Helvey's going to take a timeout. And they are getting ready to celebrate in Linside. 95 seconds from a state title. James Monroe ready to celebrate here in Charleston.
To the championship athletes, we say,
good luck. Go get them.
fight hard.
Never give up.
You've got this. There's no I in team. Let's go. And most importantly, have fun.
At WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals, we're proud to be the official healthcare partner of West Virginia High School athletics.
Farmers, have you heard about the West Virginia Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program? If you are selling fresh fruits and vegetables in the months of June through October, you sell your produce in the state of West Virginia, and you grow at least 25% of what you sell, you are eligible to take the vouchers. You can find the application online at agriculture.wv.gov or get one by calling 304-558-2210. This is taxable income, and you will need internet to redeem the vouchers. The deadline to apply is April 15th.
Across West Virginia, hospitals are always here, healing, helping, and standing strong for our communities. Hospitals save lives and build livelihoods. They're among our largest employers, with a passionate workforce of 54,000 West Virginians. Hospitals are economic drivers, contributing close to $17 billion to our state's economy and working to ensure access to care for all. From life-saving moments to wellness support, West Virginia hospitals keep our state healthy, our families strong, and our future bright.
Brought to you by Intera Resources, West Virginia's top natural gas producer. And it's Mya Dunlap. 21 points, 8 for 11 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3, 7 rebounds, 1 assist in the ballgame.
Yeah, certainly well deserved. And it wouldn't be a stretch to get her sister in there, as her sister had 13 points and 10 rebounds.
Double-double for Lydia Dunlap. Mya Dunlap, the junior, leading her Mavericks on the brink of a state championship. Sherry Helvey has emptied the bench here. Grayson Johnson is into the ball game. Carter has checked into the game. Smith is in the game as well. Griffith, 3 from the right side off the front of the rim. Jackets will get the rebound, down to 1:10 to go. Riley Jackson and off the bench for James Monroe as well. And now Eggleston's going to check in. I believe everybody has got in the ball game today for James Monroe.
Yeah, Danny Bunch took the timeout just to rotate some starters out and other players in. Danny Bunch, outstanding young coach with the youth that he has on his team. Don't be surprised to quite possibly see them in this game again next year.
Michaela Bandy into the game. Addison Woodburn, Chloe Mulligan checked in for Williamstown. Bandy got the rebound. Over to Mulligan. Shot off the mark. Bandy another opportunity on the stick back, and it goes. Half a minute to go. James Monroe walks it up across the timeline. And the Mavericks just going to dribble out the final few seconds here. The James Monroe fans come to their feet as the final seconds wind off the clock. It's been 24 years since the purple has reigned. And today, the James Monroe Mavericks are the class of AA. The 26th state champion James Monroe Mavericks celebrate on the floor. James Monroe won back-to-back titles in 2001, 2002, and they celebrate today your 2026 Class AA state champions. Final score, James Monroe 50, Williamstown 26. We'll be back to the Charleston Coliseum in a moment. James Monroe celebrating a state title here in Charleston.
Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club.
I need a little ranch, step to the ranch.
Spicy, grilled, original, all ranched up. Candied bacon, a buttermilk ranch bun, pickled jalapenos, and pepper jack cheese with a kick.
Yeehaw, that's the way it goes at the ranch.
Available for a limited time. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere, but the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
Well, you know, at the Thrasher Group, we built a firm that reflects the character of the Appalachian region. Resilient and resourceful. We have a strong, adaptable team of professionals who understand what it takes to get things done here. It's not just about the technical work, but it's the relationships, the funding strategies, and the problem solving. We live here, we work here, and we care about seeing this region thrive. And that's what drives everything we do at the Thrasher Group.
Basketball season is rolling, baby. Tony here, and I'm feeling the groove.
Brad here checking in, and when the hoops are flying, it's full court fun at Gomart.
That's right, the Groovy Hoops promotion is on now. Take your shot to earn bonus reward points and tokens when you purchase one of 6 specially marked items.
Collect all 6 tokens for an additional 2,000 points. Sign up for Gomart Rewards and watch your points soar like a slam dunk in platform shoes.
Go to Gomart.com or check the app for all the details.
Stay groovy.
Post-game coverage brought to you by the High Technology Foundation, committed to building a stronger West Virginia. The state championship trophy in Class AA is headed to Lindside as James Monroe, the top seed in the Class AA bracket, knocks off Williamstown by the final of 50-26. James Monroe, in their 5 postseason games, their closest one came in the semifinals, a 19-point victory, so a dominating run to the state championship for James Monroe. The winning head coach, Sherry Helvey, is joined by Fred Persinger.
Courtside with state champion Sherry Helvey in dominant style, 50-26. Sherry, talk about the defense first of all, though.
I cannot talk enough about it. You know, just the way they attacked today was absolutely brilliant. I thought that the effort, you know, we talk about I can't control their attitude and effort, and boy, if they didn't have a great attitude and a great effort today. I thought Kendall Long was just phenomenal on Quinn Bunch, and you can't ask for any more from a kid. You know, she was very emotional before the start of the game. Just, you know, this is just I don't know if she realized how amazing she was at the start of the year. And the whole team locked in defensively, and I can't believe it.
Your young ladies, and you have to point out Mya Dunlap and Lydia Dunlap, just outstanding performances.
They truly are. I mean, 2 kids that are obviously blessed with DNA and genetics, but 2 kids that work like harder than anybody in the state of West Virginia. I'm so proud of them. They understood what needed to be done as a team. And I just love how much of a leader Mya has become. You know, she's sat back the last 2 years and she's been kind of more of a you know, an offensive catalyst, but this year you can see that defense clicking, and boy, she played amazing defense all tournament too.
All right, final thought for you. Let's go back to 2000, 2001, 2002. You were on the all-tournament team, won 2 state championships back-to-back. Megan Tuttle, Casey Taylor.
Yes.
Brings back great memories, doesn't it?
It is an unbelievable feeling, and I told these girls, I said, there will never be another feeling like this. You know, you can have babies and marriage and all that stuff, but this state tournament feeling is a phenomenal life experience that I had with my great friends, and these kids will remember it forever.
Sherry, state champion once again.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Thank you.
Sherry Helvey, the state champion coach of the James Monroe Mavericks. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, sir.
And
all right, thanks very much, Fred. The victorious head coach, joined by Fred Persinger, and 1 year as a head coach and 1 championship added to the trophy case in Linside for Sherry Helvey and the James Monroe Mavericks. We'll put a wrap on this one and preview the evening session of games coming up next.
On the next State of Minds.
I came here to Morgantown, the WVU. I wanted to play football. Tried to walk on, but I was humbled very quickly. So I joined the WVU forestry team. What my father taught me was the importance of hard work and the importance of sweat equity.
Basketball season is rolling, baby. Tony here, and I'm feeling the groove.
Brad here checking in, and when the hoops are flying, it's full court fun at Gomart.
That's right, the Groovy Hoops promotion is on now. Take your shot to earn bonus reward points and tokens when you purchase one of 6 specially marked items.
Collect all 6 tokens for an additional 2,000 points. Sign up for Gomart Rewards and watch your points soar like a slam dunk in platform shoes.
Go to Gomart.com or check the app for all the details. Stay groovy.
Sunshine, open roads, and a new Toyota from Dan Cava Toyota World. Lease an all-new Camry for as low as $398 a month. All new Tundras now up to $8,000 off. All new Tacomas now up to $4,500 off, or lease as low as $399 a month. $7,500 off the new BZ or 0% financing for 72 months. We've got a Toyota for you at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
Hardwood Heat meets the Mountain State in Charleston. The 2026 West Virginia Girls High School Basketball State Championships, presented by Chick-fil-A. Saturday, March 14th. Every possession, every roar of the crowd, every championship moment live on Metro News Television, powered by Gomart. Watch on mobile, Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, LG TV, and select Samsung Smart TVs. Details at WVMetroNewsTV.com to get in the action.
A dominating performance in a dominant state tournament run for the top seed in Class AA, the James Monroe Mavericks, celebrating their 50-26 victory over Williamstown in the Class AA state championship game. Here's how it happened for James Monroe, and no surprise who was leading the charge once again for the Mavericks, as they have done all season. The combination of Mya Dunlap, a junior, Lydia Dunlap, a freshman. 21 points for Mya to lead the way, to go along with 7 rebounds. Lydia Dunlap adding 13 points and 10 rebounds. Those two sisters, the dominant combination for the Mavericks throughout the entire season, and they showed up huge today, combining for a total of 34 points to go along with 17 rebounds, as the Dunlap sisters well outscoring Williamstown all by themselves as the Mavericks celebrate the Class AA state championship. We'll take a look at the final stats in this one, and you see James Monroe scoring 50 points. What was more impressive, undoubtedly, was the job that the entire Maverick team did defensively against a very proficient Williamstown offensive club. Williamstown held to just 9 field goals in the game, and they shot just 20% from the floor. James Monroe with a sizable margin in rebounding as well, out-rebounding the Yellow Jackets by a dozen, 38-26. So James Monroe celebrates the Class AA state championship, and we are halfway home on championship Saturday. James Monroe and St. Mary's are already with tournament titles in hand. We'll have the Class AAA and the Class Quad A games coming up later tonight. That's all from the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. James Monroe wins the Class AA state championship by the final of 50-26. Sherry Helvey with 2 state titles as a player. She now has 1 in her first year as the head coach. Good afternoon from Charleston.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Longer days, warmer drives, and better deals at Dan Cava GMC. Hit the road in one of our new luxury GMC Acadias. Take your pick from our massive selection. Now up to $5,500 off select new Acadias and 3.9% for 60 months. The great deals continue with our large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. All this and more at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world.
For your daily fix of sports in West Virginia, there's only one stop. Sportsline on Metro News Television. Available on mobile, Roku, Fire TV, smart TVs, and online at WVMetroNewsTV.com. Join Kyle Wiggs, Coach Hunter, and Brett Howe weeknights for Sportsline on Metro News Television.